Montana's organic horticultural producers rate weed management as a top agronomic challenge. Weed management is most effective when many tools are utilized together as part of an integrated system. Hi, my name is Sophie and I am a graduate student studying ecological weed management. We are here at the Montana State University Horticultural Research Station with a basket weeder. Basket weeders are tractor attachments that can provide weed management between crop rows. The tool consists of baskets with metal bars that spin between rows of crops, turning up the soil. In our trials in Bozeman, Montana, we've used 8-inch basket weeders for two-wheel cultivation tractors. Baskets are sold from 3 to 12-inch widths. Larger models exist for four-wheel tractors, including ride-along cultivators being trialed in Corvallis, Montana. Basket weeders are designed to manage small annual weeds and are not effective on larger and well-rooted weeds. Farmers should run baskets as soon as crop rows can be distinguished, such as at emergence of directly seeded crops or starting a week after transplanting, and can be run weekly. Mud can render the basket weeder ineffective, and an extended period of wet soil can prevent cultivation until the weeds grow too large for the tool. For these reasons, it may be necessary to use the basket weeder in combination with other weed management strategies. Basket weeders are an upfront investment for farming operations. Prices vary by scale, but start at about $4,000 for the cultivation tractor and two-row basket weeder. The tractor can be used with a variety of passive cultivation attachments. The cultivation attachments are shipped unassembled, and assembly often requires at least a full day. We have found that a set of ratcheting socket wrenches can be useful to adjust bolts in tight spaces. It is helpful to have a practice bed space where you can run your tools and adjust spacings. Once calibrated, operation is very simple and takes little farmer training compared to more complex push tractors. For our trials, we have 3 rows of baskets that can effectively cultivate 2 rows of crops at once. We have our carrots and onions spaced with 12 inches between rows, and this spacing is tight, but it does work. In field trials, cultivation with basket weeders took over 7 times fewer hours of labor compared to cultivation with hand tools. Yields were lower in our first year of use, but as we got to know the tool, equivalent in the second year of growing when used in combination with one single hand weeding. However, our trials did not include transport time to the field, and this can vary greatly depending on where the tools are stored. We ran a cultivation race with our partner farm Kokoro to demonstrate these outcomes. We compared tractor-mounted basket weeder to a hand cultivation crew to a combination of the two. We found that we were able to get about the same efficacy of cultivation with a tractor followed by a hand crew as with a hand crew alone in 40% less time. So does it make sense to use the basket weeder? In large enough production systems, saving over 40% of your crew's labor time could be really helpful. But if you're a smaller farm, the upfront costs and training might not be worth the investment. Mechanized cultivation requires very careful steering to avoid crop damage. Basket weeders are best suited to farms that transplant and seed crops mechanically in straight rows. Adjusting tool spacings is time-consuming, so it is best if a farm has consistent row spacing across all crops that they plan to cultivate with the basket weeder. We recommend storing cultivators next to fields to avoid spending too much time transporting the tool. Used in combination with other tools, the basket weeder can be an effective part of an integrated weed management program. It's best used on small weeds in combination with in-row cultivation to give crops the competitive advantage.